We're not going to loiter too much on that screen because we want to get right into this. So let's go. So the new DLC is out, which is Trays in the Infinite Museum. It includes a whole bunch of other stuff. I did look, you can start it early in the campaign, which is good because the mods you get for your characters are better used throughout the campaign. So we're going to see what it's like, see what we can find, and explore the depths of the Infinite Museum, which is infinite and a museum. Yep, neck wands. You can enable DLC in your current playthrough by opening a DLC. Okay. On. Apply. And it's immediately reloading. Goody goody. Might be quite a long reload. So, how's everyone's Thursday going? Well, that ruined that. Immediately through the bat. Okay. So, let's have a quick little bit of a look at what I need to update, because I can't remember. Joshi. Oh, that's right. I need to do an ability. Yeah, why not? Looking forward to this time tomorrow. I get it, my man. I get it. I'm getting all abilities. But she's not. Intriguing. Oh, so one other thing that they've done in the new update, which is always fun, these have changed. It's different. So they've apparently changed this. Also, what they've done is they've fixed one of the biggest issues in the game. Pseudo big issues, honestly, is so the special character you get as a heretic, you don't get otherwise, was rubbish. No cheap way of saying that, he was terrible. Now they've made him considerably more powerful. So we'll see. I got to figure out what I'm doing. The minute you stop playing for a bit, you instantly start forgetting what half this is. There you go. They have changed it. Scourge of the Red Tut. That's too easy. Yes, she gets an ability. Okay. Merciless Verdict. Reckless Abandon. Exsanguinity. Have I got her enough to get... That's Eldari. See... Drukari weapon proficiency is what I wanted. And then there's all the characters I'm not going to use. Alright, now... because I wanted to try... Where are you? 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 Was that the right one? So a clave is 16 by 24, which is better. And it's technically a blade, so her abilities should work. What is that? What is that? It's a heretical bolt gun that I can't use. Pish posh. Okay, now, does the DLC... Authorized data bank encryption. Not a reticle. Call the Emperor a slur. Alright, he can't walk. Oh, I failed that, did I? Let's see. Call the Emperor a bad word. Emperor, more like no Emperor, sir. Nailed it. 10 out of 10. My check's in the mail. Right, it should, in theory, activate. Okay, the relic is unique as old as ship itself. It was damaged during the trade to Vugad. A little that narrows it down. You know, Eva, one of these days, you're going to be chilling out, relaxing, all cool, playing some b-ball outside of the school. And then me, who's up to no good, is going to start making trouble in your neighborhood. We're going to get in one little fight, and your mum will get scared. And the next thing you know, you'll be moving with your auntie and your uncle in Copenhagen. See what I did there? Perfect. Perfect little bit of... A little bit of a twist. Everybody do the twist. Greetings, strange people. Thank you for gracing the Sector Bionica with your presence. You are already acquainted with Drive Master Zira Talar. It is she who has been tending to the ancient relic. Cool. Sup? Throne of Creation, the Omnissiah made centuries ago. So it's a city chair. The Adeptus Mechanicus throne is identified as a shrine capable of autonomous augmentation. Oh, this is where I get my augments. May use it. Okay, during the uprising faced by the rebellious Master of Whispers, the Sector Bionica was besieged. Any servant with high rank generator extremist versus all necessary rituals. The only one we might fight is the cloistered station of Alta Telpum Calixis Extra 17. Cloister Mistress is located in the Fribundus systems. Before you talk about Sector Bionica, I would also like to present. So I've got to go to the Fribundus system. He's fine. Please help my son in the name of the Golden Throne. I know you Noctek has your son's name is Noctek. I do not trust the Vivisector. That is a bad time. Scanning for the potential utility of the life form. Encephalic healing skill is lacking. Wait, what are you guys doing? What did I click? I may have misclicked. He may now be corpse starch. Oh no, it's green. He's fine. Green is good. Well, what an awful part of the ship is. We need to go to the Fribundus system. The Furibundus system. Furry-bunda system. Furry-bunda. Furry butt system we're going to. So I was looking at my noise marine. I'm painting more noise marines. They're very pink. Of course, Eva likes the furry butt system. Right. I've got 5 travel points, so I should be able to create a bridge there. I just need to find it. Last chance. Over to Malice. Nameless Star, Forgotten Twins, to the Imperium. Furibundus. I took all of my things, but it'll be fine. That may bite me in the ass later. We shall see. Okay, the Adeptus Mechanicus report that they are most aggravated by the misfortunes befalling the Age of Relic, and they are prepared to. At least I don't have to travel anywhere now. Okay. Let's give him the reactor. In gratitude for your expansion of our knowledge of Architect, A Manipulus who has received the benefit will be sent aboard your ship immediately. So this is the new character. So let's see what my guy is saying. Is he chill? He should be chill. Okay, he is decidedly not chill. He is very much not chill. Baron Mekokon. He is a scary man with a prodigious machine gun. And he's just leaving. Hello, floaty man.
A wise man once said that a machine's spirit cannot be looked upon, and he was right.
Okay, dude, sexy ass voice, fair enough. Does not fit all that's going on here.
Even from the gaze of his most devoted servants. But can the believer
I mean, bro, you should do radio.
Only through an eye of organic
just saying.
Steel? No. For the vapor that brings forth the scent of sacred unguents is the spirit's breath. The rumbling of joints and rods is the beating of it. You are correct, Nuncius. I risk boring the rogue trader with my protracted ruminations.
Dude, did you read an encyclopedia? What's going on?
Of my utterance to go unanswered. Rogue trader, your halls are filled with sacred metal, and the ship's tech priests must be commended in observing the sacraments of augmentation. That blessed union of flesh and ferrum sanctum. Beholding this charges my galvanic coils with exultation.
Dude, don't splooge on my shit. Or do, actually, I don't really care.
Greet you, and thank you for the opportunity to grace these ancient mechanisms with the gift of operation.
Confirmed. The sacrament of temple.
Oh, is Pascal gonna fanboy?
Protocol for exchange of sacred regalia initiated. Registering the affiliation of this blessed tech unit to the clergy of...
It is my pleasure to confirm the protocol for the exchange of sacred regalia And greet my junior Lex Mechanic Karain. Operate an excellent observation. My technical designation
This guy's
is
chatty.
manipulous. And here is the galvanic cell. The questions? Correct. Entirely correct. Rarely do I meet such astute interlocutors.
Is he just attacking his own
among the
priest?
laity. I respectfully initiate a request for an audience. It is my creed. The sacrament of Ferrum Nuncius is my dearest colleague. His eagerness, inquisitive mind, and ability to view a problem from a variety of angles are invaluable to our research. He is also rather loquacious himself.
He's a skull, my guy.
Registering a violation. The tech unit Nuncius is ignored.
Declined with gratitude and due reverence.
Status
He has a pet skull.
confirmed. Rejection of request acknowledged as valid.
A servo skull? As your colleague? Right. Well then, I'll take a data slate for my adjutant.
And I'll take a brick for my Abelard.
I see no colors coming from Nuncius.
But surely it does not answer you. How truly peculiar.
The blood-spun web also speaks to its departed brothers and sisters. But the answer we receive is...
Amazing sincerity, Nuncius. It is gratifying.
He might
to
be
see
into
that
Abelard with the
you
old
have a
man
sense of
sass. That's
character
all
over the
Abelard
years.
does.
I fear my rendering will lack the sophistication inherent in Nuncius's lingua technis. Your thanks are accepted. The clergy of the Alter Templum Calixtus X17
Okay.
Cloister.
I seek your leave to employ our skills and... Yep,
In other
fine,
words,
join my crew.
Allow Nuncius and I to remain on the... Skepticism is undeniably one of the instruments of knowledge, dearest colleague. It guards us against... But of course, I did not come empty-handed. I would like to present you with this augment. Now that the machine spirit of the implant...
Who do I get rid of? You know what? Pascal can stay at home and we'll take Aogun. Wait, what's happening? Well, let's see what happens. Alright, an automation directly modifies the character body and contrasts installing an augment as permanent. An augment cannot be unequipped and can only be in place. Yeah. Fine. Each augment provides a unique active and passive bonus, but always applies an unavoidable negative effect. Alright. Okay. So what does this do? Force couple allows the user to attack the target enemy with a melee weapon if they have one equipped. After the pull, if the user has two weapons equipped, they attack with both of them, but each deals 50% less damage. But it reduces my weapon skill by 10. Well, let's give it a go, shall we? I now have a hook arm. Ha! Hey. Hey, Cabela. I'm really hooked on you. Genius. Genius. And they say I can't flirt. I ask you. Okay, now, where is he standing? Because I feel like I've got to talk to him. He's down there. About that. Eva, I will throw you through a table.
Megos biologus Eurystheus... I have pondered this a great deal. Do death and terror define our... Hardly. But it is what was on my mind when you and that is what unites us. A sincere answer. Thank you for indulging my curiosity. Now, to think that all tech priests speak exclusively like machines is a widespread misconception.
I mean, it's not that much of a
among
misconception.
for myself, however, a key aspect of the machine. My dearest colleague is he is my dearest colleague, and in a superb question. It is quite difficult to explain. Are you truly asking me if I have... My dearest colleague asks me to convey that he does not share my strong emotions, and humbly apologizes for...
I like this guy. He's quirky.
138 planetary cycles and 72 days have elapsed since
He's
then.
also apparently
It may
138-ish.
not be accurate in a temporal sense, but you could say we have been to... I will take it upon myself to interpret... Yes. Your presumption is incorrect. Nuncius is really rather chatty and holds strong views on every conceivable topic, which he does not hesitate to express at the
He's
first
got a
opportunity.
chatty skull. That's
Alas,
adorable.
As a layperson, are unable... Yes, Nuncius, I will relay it verbatim. He says that I possess a remarkable mind and excellent practical skills, but my excitability, especially combined with my stubbornness to the point of ossification, would have stunted my development. He also adds that the thought of working with anyone other than me evokes repulsion and outrage in him. Nuncius, what an appalling thing to say.
I mean, am I the only one who
Our
finds this a bit
partnership is
adorable?
perfectly equal.
He's just got a pet
Keep
Scully
your
chats
mischief-making
to.
to yourself, and don't mislead. Though that cannot be right.
Like, that's just
That
sweet.
often. Yes, Nuncius, I would be obliged if you would assist in Nuncius states that this conversation has... Nuncius says that he will leave a channel for inquiries about his biography and the rank of janitor grants me the right... The mythical kind, shall we say. The subject of my research is an ancient, unusually advanced xeno-civilization. Some among the...
And now he's
after
talking
more
about
than one
Nehku.
decade of searching, I have amassed a modest collection of objects that belonged to these I have encountered inconsistencies in my research. Ghost colonies with fresh... That's the beauty of it. I don't know. Perhaps my approach is fundamentally flawed. I appreciate your restraint, rogue trader.
Yes, I'm definitely
In my
restraining myself
experience,
against heresy.
such words directed at me do not constitute a question, but an accusation. I will not attempt to... Fact 1. My interest in Xenos is fact 2. Certain species of Xenos. Fact 3. The last. I look forward to seeing what new topic of discussion you propose. Splendid. So, to the topic. I have never understood why some thinkers present this question as something profound.
Meaning of life is determined by
when the
person,
answer is
position, and
utterly
hierarchy.
trivial. The meaning the worker produces or processes a resource. The soldier destroys enemies. The governor ensures order and the shipment of tithes. The meaning of my life is to a rather bleak view of existence. Would you care to elaborate on that, so that I might better understand your point of view? Accept the absurdity of existence. Reject attempts to categorize it, and thereby find spiritual equilibrium. I thank you for the interesting discussion, rogue trader. I find our conversation...
Right, I need to level him up, though. That's the important part. Can I level him up? Yes. Okay, so he's an officer. What do I want him to go into instead? Don't want a Cyber Mastiff. Master Tactician. And Vanguard. You know what? We'll go with Vanguard. I feel like that could be fun. Okay, what has he got? Well, I don't know what that does, so we're going to go with that. And we're going to go with that. Can target it with bring it down ability. In this case, is resolved is reduced by whenever an enemy attacks an ally affected by galvanic field. 29 shock damage, sure. Toughness. Let's go with strength. Chain weapon expert, bolter, combat master, dual weapon energy, external power pack. Okay, expand heavy weapons proficiency. Or melter weapon. Melter weapons tend to be good. I like melter weapons. Just keep upping his tech use. I guess heavy weapon as well, in case I want to give him a really big gun. One should always prepare to give oneself a very large gun. For that is my belief. Let's see, wall of rockery. There we go. Right, now, secondly, what are you equipped with? So you got a plasma gun, which is fine. Plasma gun's okay, I guess. Let's see, 10 to 14. That's better, so you're getting that. What are you? Deadly precision. I may take that. Where is... Ah. As Grammy Toe always says, when in doubt, give them a very large gun. I know that's better than what he's got. And you, 14 to 16, yeah. Right, anyway, back to building him up. Current sphere, range attack against enemies with less than 50. Yes. Oh, he can't actually wear armor. Fair enough. But he's good enough to use health packs, and that's what I really care about. See, I should have an abundance of things. There we go. Huzzah! Doesn't that work out well? Okay, so now we just got to wait for the actual plot to happen. Voyage of... Well, I can go look for whatever this is. Okay, can I leave? Because I don't really want to blow them up because they've not done anything to me as of yet. Or do I get beer to soften the blow of the price? Yes. Soften with beer, boot. Captain, following the right healing performance, okay. Oh, they found a Serbian. Etus. Let's go have a look at the DLC. So they found a magical door. I mean, is that not just hilarious? Look at him! He's a little floating buddy. And huge. Up. I'm gonna put my hand in it. Could you have toiled away here? What? That it's a thing you put your hand in? I do love a vault. This is definitely a vault. Irgun, use your big ass hands. Use against a jump maneuver. Okay, so it's another thingamajig. So that's my ancestor, is it? Yeah, the work of a skilled... The portrait remains silent, perhaps despite the vividness of the person it is only an object. And he's got a stabby sword. His face barely stood is vaguely familiar. Only a rogue trader would have a large picture of himself in a chair with which to look at the large picture of himself. Use an attack weapon, inflict 5 blows or toxin. Alright, do I want that instead of what I've already got? The siege is over, but it takes more than a single battle won to snuff out the flames of war. They are showering me with their artless praise. They are lauding me as a savior of the dynasty. And yet I cannot shake the thought that it might be my hand that signed its death warrant. What if the artifact in front of me now is not enough, yet the place where I found this relic still may hold more? The God Emperor willing, I shall find them. No one must know the cluster I discovered. No one must interfere in my search. I will order a Brosio, that's an Abelard, not to record the warp routes in the archives of his esteemed house, and should I fail, then perhaps my descendants might finish what I started. What a fun room. Can I run out rather than walking out? Dargonus. It's a sword, my guy. Okay, so we're going to Dargonus. And I'm going to have a look at what I've got and see if... Oh, good, I never actually equipped it. So that gains Force Couple. With a weapon in this hand, inflict 5+ levels of Toxin and Toxic Saturation. She now has robot feet. And I have a robot hand. I can also have another robot hand, but not yet. Not yet. In fact, I feel Abelard should have this robot hand. Weirdly, he's not topless, but I can get everyone else in their skivvies. So if you ever wanted to see all of these guys in their skivvies, now you can. Did we forget the glorious facial hair, beard, and eyebrows of certainly not Slaanesh? Wouldn't you trust him as the perfect figure of imperial genus? Oh, he's already got one. So does this now actually give Abelard's eyepiece a thing? Yeah, look, they've all got one. So it must actually up their capabilities. Well, he doesn't need his arm. Oh, he can't take it. And now I have a robot hand. Suck it, nerds.
The machine god was benevolent to me.
Remote Revitalizer. The range at which medkits can use increased by +4. Yeah, damn right I want +4 for my medkit range. I have so many needles! Robot needle hands away! I'm gonna fill them with drugs. Good drugs. For healing. And for robotics. Beep boop. Right, now, where was I meant to go? These are all my complete... So, I've got to go to the Palace von Valensis. It's going to be a lot of jumps because I have no extra warp capabilities right now. And getting more is going to be a challenge. So, we're going to have to figure that out. Right, where is Dilogus? Arrange a reception for the Nabis. Yeah, so it's there. Is it there? Yes. Not too bad. I've made enough jumps to get there. From Sector Bionica. As you know, there are unsolved dilemmas. One poorly formulated. You strike me as someone who knows how to ask the right questions. So would you like to... Okay. Chatty. I had another roadman, Darth Vader, but the breathing is him vaping. Cherry. Mango. Cherry mango. Why are these people dead? Luminous subject, he seems he is unwilling to divulge. Okay. Cascade in the prefrontal cortex of my brain. Good news, my guy. All three organisms were found in critical condition. I asked myself, is their usefulness and productive capacity nonsense? To move from a state of being to a state of non-being entails no benefits or meaning. I personally ensured that their vital functions were preserved. Our goal could not be simpler, to vanquish death by creating the perfect, righteous man, that which I have dubbed Charadivide. Amalgam of the constituent parts of individuals. So you're making a person. Yeah, let's have a go. I've had more than one concilium, but we have never reached a consensus. The combination of countless factors unite thought does against the overly pedantic response. Okay, well that server says Skull is sassy as fuck. Enforcer along Lurinku. He has diligently served on the ship, a participant in countless combat. He was a model of valor and steadfastness. Preacher Cleophanes, originally decided to serve in the ship's reliquary. Okay. Be first climber, risking his life to... Okay. Let's go with the Enforcer. I can't let him know my true goals are to give myself drug needle hands. So he's made a person who is not having a good time. I've just realized he's not hovering, he's got little spider feet. A strange creature, the servitor, is heading towards the lower deck, shouting phrases. He may well be. Well, now's a good chance to try him out in combat, see what he can do. A little bit of magic, a little bit of zappy zappy, a little bit of I'm going to blast that mutant into dust. Maybe he should have read Frankenstein. That'll usually give you a good insight into why you shouldn't do this kind of crap. Didn't go well for Frankie.
None shall stand in my way.
Here, little abomination, come out. I just want to talk. On the plus side, I can now rob my subjects. Where are you hiding? The workers went on strike. That's how you end up becoming corpse chow. Where is this little nerd gone? Oh, where could he... That seems good. Aw, he's praying. Gonna do hysterical wails, triune interrupted by time to time. Check the arsenal, the duties banner is our eider down shroud. I said that I made the mistake of before the psychological evaluation. I serve the dynasty. Is this punishment? Am I not permitted to die? pacifying him, it's rejecting the attempts. Hmm. Don't know why I pulled out my gun and then pulled out a little knife. Block. I've analyzed every possible. Well, he seems like a sensible man. Kind of sad. I wanted a Frankenstein on my team. Or before anyone jumps on me, a Frankenstein's monster, I know. But you know, it's just easier to say Frankenstein than Frankenstein's monster. It's so many added letters and words. Besides, the thing never really had a name, so why not call it Frankenstein? Technically, it was his kid. His weird, killed all his family kid. Good book, Frankenstein. Better than Dracula. Dracula's really dull.
Rogue trader, indeed. After processing all the data, including your I have come to the conclusion that the only correct decision in the context of this experiment was not to conduct. We have managed to reach a consensus on the root of the problem. Precisely. A man chooses what. I wish to thank you. You helped me cope. I find our conversation.
Anyway, back to what I was doing. For I was rudely interrupted by a mad Mechanicus scientist. Which I realize is a misnomer, because that's every Mechanicus scientist. In fact, it's every scientist in Warhammer. They're all fucking nuts. More like strike one for service skull transformation. I'm quite sane, thank you. I disagree, Boot. If you were in the Mechanicus, you'd be the first one who's trying to pop your cherry on a bloody toaster. I need better... You can't make me drink. Well, you can in a second. Good choice, Eva. Make Colin drink too. I'd at least give the toaster sentience. Well, that's just cruel. Besides, I'm only drinking water, so, you know, fair's fair. I'm currently driving. Yeah, I'm only drinking water. Trust me, after we got rid of the making us drink alcohol, water's become a lot more common. Mostly because people like certain tiny Danes, who will not be named, abused it. And got us all rascally drunk. Not that M word, Colin. The answer you're actually looking for is a moomin. I would never. Couldn't be me. You know, I didn't think I'd be able to smell bullshit from this far, but apparently I can. That's some foul-smelling lies. Right, now I just need to figure out where it is precisely I'm meant to go. Throne room. Okay, so it's somewhere in the throne room. I remember a Soviet Womble CS video. Oof, Wombles. Hold on. Now, if I were a betting man... Okay. It's not that. So it's in here. So, well, there's a door there I've never seen before. Oh, it's a landing pad. Fair enough. Curiosity merchant. The access code to a classified section of the cogitator on Dargonus. I've got to find the cogitator. Which means I have to find the cogitator, which means I have to remember where the cogitator is. So please excuse me. Not gonna lie, I thought this was a card game. It's not a card game, it's a CRPG. Thank God, I hate card games. I play enough card games to never want to have to play another one in my life. As in, video game card games, I mean. If I get one more roguelike video game card game, I'm 90%... Well, I know where it is. It's in my chambers. It's not in the throne room at all. Can't abide them. In the soon this mirror has come into my possession. My journey shall henceforth be known as a tier of solar. Okay. Is this could give me utter dregs. Cool, so what did that do? Was worried you'd stop dressing up like Kenny Rogers and playing poker every weekend. You don't need to know what's on the OnlyFans. I mean, Nehku gave some suggestions during the Baldur's Gate stream. Not saying I took them to heart, but we shan't dwell on it. Where am I going? I can go up here. No, not Mundus Valentius. Right, so I need to find a question mark so I can get more warp travel, because otherwise we're right buggered. Unless I've already been there. You do miniature... Do you do miniature painting? Yeah, but in a bikini. As I like to call it, a mankini. As other people would like to call it, a t-shirt and jeans. Right, so, Tears of the Solar. Wait, is that the one I need to be on? Yes, it is. Explore the cluster of systems around Terra Solar. Great. So I can get there. I'm going to be attacked when I get there because it's on red, but nobody cares. Wait, I'm in my chamber. Is this where... Oh dear. Things may be about to get a little bit steamy. Treason? That's treason.
Interesting.
Oh, and he's got the voice.
Interesting. The only item of note in this worthless heap. But what is the Genesis? The originating cause? A definitive answer would require more thorough research. But the testimony of even a primitive creature will serve. Human, I am addressing you in a language you ought to understand. This is testament to how the ancient enemies of my kind were defeated at the hands of your primitive people. Do you know how this object came to be here and why it occupies a place of such honor? And the transience of life forms like yours leads to... I can see this is a dead end for further research.
Wow. What a sassy bitch. Much like Chosen actually is. He is, in fact, a sassy bitch. I think he comes with a cloak. Oh, it's given me 3. Cool. Teleported crying his chambers because he didn't join in on his nerd shit. Don't we all? Do you know how often I cry in my chambers when you guys don't join in my nerd shit? It's the same way I cry when Alex calls me an idiot, when Eva's generally mean to me, when Boot is just there. It just makes me cry. Okay. Oh, Penal Legion. Never. You make me drink, Colin, and it makes me weep. I cry tears of bourbon, which is awful because I'm being chased by alcoholics. That is a weird looking planet. The flag has no further value. Okay. Flight down to the planet proceeds as normal. Announces atmosphere beckoning you gaze towards a viewpoint. The shuttle glides clear to the planet in a vast quivering mantle. Oh dear, we've crashed. We've crashed on a very ugly planet. Well, I'm not paying for this. Strange how even the Undying One's whispers are hard to make out. Yeah, sure. Stay here by yourself, pilot. I'm sure you'll be fine.
About time.
Nothing bad has ever happened to someone staying by themselves.
Flora displays heightened adaptability and aggression that's rarely characteristic of its kind. I suspect external xeno interference. Nuncius, make all the necessary preparations for collecting test samples.
This place is deceptive. Beyond Beyond the translucent streaks of white lurk flashes of something huge, dangerous, and predatory. This place makes
Oh wow,
me
that thing wounded us to the
uneasy.
core. Jesus. Or is that from the ship crashing? That might be from the ship crashing. Hmm. Well,
We shall prevail.
that worked. When in doubt, blow it up. Using combat suit does not imply negative effects. I need more grenades. Abelard, bring me more grenades so I may blow up these plants. And pronounce my being here. There we go. Not going to be having with these sassy ass plants. Oh god, I just went northern. That's a concern. Not going to be having it with these sassy ass plants. No, no, sir. Ah. I'd be about to be attacked by poison ivy. Hmm. He can accumulate special known as potential energy for each AP. Channels this energy, empowering allies and pushing enemies through. Okay. For a Magna Rail blast attack. Ooh. That's gross. Okay, Argenta. Let's teach these stupid plants what we think are plants. That's how you fucking weed, man. I have a sneaking feeling I need to. Flamethrowers, you say? Why, yes, I do.
The shadows will see it done.
I don't like this plant. It's getting cut down. Hmm. More mind bullets. Okay, Egan. So. kind of get how that works. That'll take a little bit to perfect. Now for a solid bit of warp fire. And after a solid bit of warp fire, the only real answer is a solid bit of line of fire. Hi?
Stay vigilant.
I guess they're friends?
Follow my lead. My faith strengthens me.
Did he just throw oil on the plant?
Break them around.
Guess that's why he threw oil. But you see, what you guys forget is I have an Abelard. You bitch. Hey, you better run.
Weapon at the ready.
You're the most capable I've seen guardsmen be. Well, not that guy.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And to think, some people don't like a heavy bolter. Those people are wrong in many, many ways. Ew. Bugs. I feel like Cabela's maybe somewhat wasted here. Still like, oh, Argenta's adorable. If I could romance Argenta, I would, but you're not allowed to. She's the only one you can't romance.
Follow my lead.
Which isn't even canonical. Sisters of Battle can bone. They're just kind of weird about it. But let's be fair, what isn't weird about it?
Isn't this a job for the...
Resistance was a statistical error.
Choosing me was your biggest mistake.
Is this place getting a little warpy? Maybe. Now we've just got to make sure that it doesn't summon, you know, demons. But it's psychic time. Ow! Fuck you, dude.
I will do my...
It's weird this is the first thing that's tried to kill me.
Stay vigilant. For the glory of the Imperium.
Evening. But state your rank, occupation, and region for... Sergeant Jeddah, 3rd Supply, 30 Morov Regiment. We are pleased to welcome you to Zarkov. We're born here. So I camp in the biggest outpost on Zarkov. Okay. Let's go meet the Penal Legion. Not remotely what I mean in a negative connotation either. But they are prisoners. Okay, well that was 100 times cooler than it had any right to be. Why did we suddenly get a shanty-esque song? Was that Cole? Sounded like him. And already a very cool general. Justified a painting. No, not sick, not really. We're just hanging in there. We can't be broken. It's a drover, your lordship. Its cry is inaudible, but is like a weight pressing down on your mind. It causes pain, nightmares, and drives you mad. The Serbian. Okay. We served. Okay, so they served my ancestor. They are very. They're based on the Russian penal legions from the Second World War. A vicious, colossal monster. It stretches. So it's a big ass plan. It's embarrassingly afflicted by one of the most foul and contagious. Do not catch it yourself. Certainly not Slanish. Argenta. I've caught many diseases. My grandfather said he saw the casing, the last one in this world. Back when we still had communications. Okay. Because we aren't fools eager for an early grave. Yeah, that's fair. We slay Drover, endure the trial march with the Colonel, accept our oath. The final order should be fulfilled. Take command, one must be Bessie existing. Okay. Fawny bastards. Lair, if you want to throw your life away where I won't stop you, you can leave now.
These soldiers have borne their duty.
Oh wait, I don't want to go down yet. Chew on vine leaves and shake with fear? Yeah, it's fair. The drove of the Valkyries just... you'll have to forgive our people. They're simply afraid, huh? There's nothing to be afraid about. I'm going to kill that stupid plant, and then I'm going to eat it with lima beans. Can't believe I'm forced to have an oat soda before 5 p.m. I'm sure she's going to be super upset. I mean, concerningly, making Eva drink just means she's not going to sleep even more. Because it's all vodka Red Bulls. What am I opening? I'm opening a box. It's giving me an eyeball and records that I won't read because I can't read. Okay, that's where I came in. Right, where's this guy who wants to tell me about his camp and everything? That's the lift down. There he is. Ways takes stars, that's been foretold, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. If you put it off, its death will be a gift to the entire regiment. Okay. And it's almost impossible to get there unless you make it angry enough that it comes out. So first you'll have to deal with its armored shoots. There are different kinds of them, and we've grown different names: barricades, maces, ghosts, and flowers. Shriveled husk, okay. No worries, buddy. I just tell you, it will only come out. It came very close, but still enough to be a problem. It almost gobbled up one of the outposts. My father and I took a sword and went out to attack it. They all perished. Yeah, you can try rod extract, but it'll be really foul. Even if you don't give your soul, your body will still not adapt. Let's give it a go. I guess he doesn't want to leave. Alright. Time to go deal with this evil tentacle plant. And punch it in its face. And then maybe a light lunch. Wait, do plants have faces? And will it stop me punching it in the... repeatedly? Oh, good. An evil branch. Thank you, Cabela. What the fuck is that thing? Wow. Definitely ugly enough to be a problem. But we're gonna kill it. Does everyone have med packs and grenades? Oh look, a stinky Josh. Where? Well, say hi, Larry. Well, so who you calling stinky, son?
I'll lay claim to the stars. Die in
I'm alright.
here, scum!
I'm having to fight this thing. It can only end well. It's very chatty. I feel like I probably should have given her the... no, we've had nothing but rain for the last few months, so we haven't actually had to deal with the same amount of bullshitty heat. Rogue Trader, but it's a new DLC with Trazen. Just turn it down a little bit.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Is this because I mentioned your forehead?
Aim for the heart next time.
Okay, that's out of the way. Let's give them a bit of a hit. So he takes damage when I dare. You were supposed to tell me I'm pretty. He had a big ass forehead. What do you want? Ain't nobody tells me I'm pretty. I don't even tell Alex he's pretty. Actually, that's a lie. I have fun in the past. Just make him feel good. Jesus, there's a lot of stuff. Alright. Bet Alex would have told me I'm pretty. Well, yeah, probably. But Alex is, despite what people don't realize, Alex is nicer than I am. I'm the unfriendly one. Shocking, I know. Damn it, he's just out of range. No worries, you nap. I'm gonna continue blowing up these trees. Because that thing's getting punched in its ugly mug. Don't trust this flower, which has a frankly absurd amount of health. It doesn't like when I shoot its little tendrils either. And yet another part of me doesn't want to get too close. Ew.
the Emperor commands, I act.
I'm not going to be able to get a second shot off. And I really don't want to be here when this big red circle does whatever this big red circle does. Let's try burning them. That works.
The machine spirits approve.
Okay. I don't want to hit Cabela.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
This is an obscenely disgusting thing. Do you mind not doing that? User jumps to a... Okay, so that's just giving her a second means of jumping. Always handy. Okay, I should be out of range of whatever that big glowy thing is. Can I target it directly? Yes, I can.
Suits my purposes.
I can only hit one thing there, there's no point. Burn, mother trucker, burn.
I've suffered worse.
I believe it. Oh, that's why. There's a thing there. Well, hopefully I'm far away enough that it can't hurt me. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Fingers crossed. BT dubs, these flies are gross. Alright. That was a wasted effort, but c'est la vie. Can't hit there. Grow to an ally with it, immune to Illigan's attacks. Okay, that's fine. Aerial authority, fine. Damn it, they're just out of range. Can she hit that? Yes. Let's give that another whack. I know you're not dead, Flower. I was warned. Disgusting. Do you mind not being a sassy bitch? Yeah, she died. I figured that was gonna happen. No point doing that. Less bullshitty plants, please. Okay, Abelard, it's your time to shine. How did it parry me? It's a giant thingamabob. Okay, first thing I need Argenta to do is heal Robodad. Burning sucks, but there's not a lot I can do about it. Right, that does one. You can always try hitting it, I get. Nah, not really. Right.
Guided my hand.
Gotta love hitting a bunch of people. Cassia, don't burn to death.
Spooky flashes are choking me.
No more bugs from that guy, thank you. Suddenly realized how ridiculously low my health was. I don't know what that does. Aside from mildly cover me in sputum. Right, no bugs. Thank you. Damn it, Abelard, you do make things difficult sometimes.
Already done.
I mean, the Molten Beam is doing enough damage, so I can't really complain. But god damn if he isn't hard to take down. Thankfully, we're playing Chaos, so a little bit of corruption isn't the end of the world. I also have a slightly fucked up wrist. Yeah, that about tracks. I'm not that worried about the bug swarms, they're quite far away. What I'm worried about is I kill it and it comes back by absorbing all these things. Oh, hey, look who wasn't actually dead. Good job, Agenta. I'll do it again. Oh, you're out of bullets. Okay.
Lucius, move.
Gather to all around the corner wall that occupies 6 to 8 cells. Okay. Okay, that's interesting.
Me?
No, I say we focus on bringing this big thing down.
Emperor, deliver us!
Deliver us. Gross. I should have moved Cassandra, and I didn't. She's going to die. But it doesn't matter, because so is this thing. See? Well, it didn't hide. I mean, the guy told me it kept hiding itself, but it didn't. Very pretty, though. Oh, great. Now I've got to do a 65% athletics check to move the damn thing? What did I get? Chain of crystals. 10 plus bonus to warp. Eh. So, a mutant lived down here. Lovely. Primitive journalists assemble for process lead in his current uneven hand. Probably in dung. Let's be honest, there's nothing else he could ride in down here. That's poop riding right there. And there lies my ancestor. And I can't tell if it's the one I find distasteful. Acolyte Watcher Temple, cell attention from the locals has been avoided. We lost acolytes. Keykeeper, Oculus, and Dusk. Douchey names. Well, that's a fake. So I just killed a giant, weird plant thing for now. Wait. There's something here. What are you, my dear? Thicket Slayer. Hold on, what's there's something else over here. How do I get up there? Climb down would take me there, so I must have to climb up here, right? Yes, to answer my own question, that's precisely what I had to do. Hey, it's another hook arm. Guess you could call me a hooker, don't? Oh, crack the back. Speaking of that, now I've got to crack all my bones. Hey guys, I won. If songs about it, but we would never be able to recognize them. Time has come to a new era. If you are going to the square now, and in presence of the fallen and all my people, we shall face each other. Okay. Because we must always fight against the odds. Well, I get a 65. Makes your shoulder leaving a stinging itch. You feel a surge there. Trial matches over. I step down as commander. Okay. Ooh, there are a lot of them. Lots more troops to send into the meat grinder. There are really a lot of them. Okay, our regiment has found its purpose. What an odd little planet that was. Charming in its way, if it wasn't for all the, you know, monsters. And the evil plants. Ooh, there's a chirurgeon here? Suddenly we make a futile attempt. Okay. We sutured the wound from the spikes, but we seem to have internal. Given more time, we might find a way to help him. I didn't actually talk to anyone here because I was too much of a... Okay. Flowers around here, their pollen works sufficiently. Ah, fair enough. Don't throw your battery on the fire. The mechanicals will turn you into a servitor. They get real pissy about that. So it's not about shooting or stabbing where it's going to be. Well, I showed them how I do it. Also, I think I might have killed the guy who runs this place. Could be a problem. Right, how do I leave here is the new question. Ah, there it is. Well, that's planet 1. It was certainly an experience, but it wasn't where my ancestor has a magical Xenos sword I want. That's annoying. But I did like the little song. Hmm. Gotta come back here when the search expedition is done digging a hole. Weirdly, I now do need that. Wasn't it just who doesn't love? It sounded like Colm. You know, the guy who does all the things. I don't know if it was. I really hope it was. They can go do it. I got nothing from that. Oh, hey, a space battle. Yeah, Cabela definitely got a world of new sensations and experiences, otherwise known as some rogue trader warrants. Holy fuck a duck. Dude, did you just ram us? Oh. There's quite a lot of them. Hmm. Definitely flaunting that horrent of trade. Yeah, that's the one that's signed by Emperor Eva. Alright, you guys gotta stop ramming us. Don't ask what she signed it in. Wow. Am I wrong? Are you telling me you wouldn't want to be Emperor Eva? Be honest now. Got the only golden throne with a vibrate setting. That was for your about that when I said I'd be an amazing Emperor of Man. You know what? I believe you. Because like the loot goblin you are, you'd claim everything, but that was mostly for your little about that when I said I couldn't flirt, or they said I couldn't flirt. Jesus, this is quite the extensive little fight. They really fucked the Heartless up. I thought that said sexy class heavy cruiser. I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of, I want a ship that's a sexy class heavy cruiser. That would be the best shit. Oh, why that's made me chuckle. Okay. That's taken out... Alright, we've taken out half of these guys. But they keep ramming, which is really annoying. Also, this ship... I don't know if that's one I just get given, but it's got absolutely no shields, and it's getting nailed. I mean, I'm not concerned. These things don't have enough guns to hurt me at this point. Hmm. Awful close. Afraid you missed. Alright, sexy class heavy cruiser. I'm coming for that ass. Also not something you should say on a first date. Well, actually depends on the person. I forgot to put howler cannons on. Can't hit anything on that end, so we'll have to end there. Oh. What hurt him? Oh, they're in an asteroid field, that's what. Don't go in the air, went in the void. Alright. So Eva, if you were the Emperor of Mankind, what's your first decree? What shall you inform your imperial subjects of? This is going to be a bit of a challenge. JK. See, I think mine would be make friends with the Elder. If I had to make a decree. Just stop being dicks to each other, it'll be fine. Alright, let's give them a little bit of a hard time. Alright. Damn, he's too big. He's too much of a chunky boy for me to manage that. But he's not too much of a chunky boy that I won't give him a bunch of shit. Annoyingly, I can only hit him on the front where I haven't taken his shields off yet. Oh, well, okay, that worked. Damn it. Suck it, nerd. I do like the space combat. Mostly because I get control over it. The biggest problem I've always had with what do you call it? Battlefleet Gothic is you don't get control over a lot of it, like when it shoots, and it's really annoying. So I do hope they bring this back for what's it called? The new one they're doing. That's ominous AF. Okay. Right, well, there's nothing here other than my scouts that I just let die. But we have more of those at home. The life of a guardsman. It ain't worth jack squirrel. Alright, let's just reduce that. And go check out this planet before I do the colony event. Let's go see what these people are complaining about. Hello, boys. I'm your captain. We have a request to authorize the augmentation of workers below the rank of junior officer in the sector Bionica due to the need to increase the efficiency. No longer his head's all bandaged, so it's up to the eyeball and stimulus. He can't live, can't work, he just raves and scares honest folk. And the lower decks enable workers to toil longer will help old crew members remain of sound mind. Think about it, my entire crew with robotic limbs. Speaking of which, I can give more people robotic limbs. Using combat stimulants does not incur negative effects. I'm going to save that one. Attacks with bolter and solid protection gain +10 over penetrations. Oh. +10 parry reduction. Right. What? And no negative effect? Yes. Thank you. Whenever a user performs a single target attack against a target within a 3-cell radius, they make a burst shot with this augment immediately after. It deals 3 energy damage with 30 armor penetration. Yeah, why not? So the Sanctum is a problem because it means something. Electrical attacks do more damage, but I think I can deal with that. Wow, Cabela's got a lot more belly scratches. Those didn't come from her, by the way. I like the mechanical augments mechanic. It's interesting. It adds a little bit of difference. And the negatives are kind of minor, because minus 10 to reduction. You get that anyway. The whole being injured more by electrical weapons will probably be a thing when Trazen turns up, I imagine, but I think it's fine. Cool. Trophies. That one's got lots more little dots on it, which is always good. Provisions, also good. Those look like Eldar, which are a pain in the ass to fight. But remains of camp apparently belonging to the Imperial expedition. I got a grav core circuit. I don't know what that is, but it's probably an augment. All of these are augments. I believe there are good reasons for this. Do not come any closer. Cain himself deigned to guide his hand, bestowing our own sword upon him. Apparently that was the wrong thing to say. But that does prove it's a Catan, because the Eldar hate the Catan. For anyone who doesn't know, Catan, space gods who feed it well, they're not really gods, it's complicated. How do you like it when you miss? Apparently the Wrath of Cain, that is a lot of help. Okay, yeah, so I've leveled up enough that I've got my own sword class frigate. See, with the Arbitrate, I now have the Arbitrate DLC, that gives me 3 ships. I got my own little fleet. None of them seem to have shields other than me, but what are you going to do? Seems like 49 is a whole job. That is an accurate statement. I've been slowly teaching Alex all the lore. If I can recommend channels, Pancreas No Work, and there's also, I've forgotten their name, but they do really good Total War stuff for Warhammer Fantasy. They're both great for just getting the lore. Pancreas No Work is more comedic. The other one is more... how would you describe it? Cinematic? Wait, the big one left. Where'd he go? So I've got to wait for him to make his appearance, do I? It's basically Stellaris, same thing. Yeah, with a lot more brutality. Although, I've seen how Eva and Ophi run their galaxies, and maybe being under these guys is probably slightly better. Right, where are you? It's somewhere, and I don't know where. There you are. Nice ambush, nerd. Let's return to matters of genuine import. Wow. Did I just get called a scrub? Okay. I don't know why I'm bothering doing this. I never use the RAM. Good reason. The problem with the RAM is it takes away your own health. I'm just going to make this safe. Combined orbital map and drovers, isn't that the xenobeast you encountered? Okay. No, I'd rather have that. Or do I have to continue to wait? That's the downside with most of the DLC. You have to wait. No, there's nothing to do here. least I don't think. No. No, it's not that. That's for another time.
Rogue trader, what disputation will you honor, Nuncius? I find our conversation.
No conversation there. Request of Vox audience, manipulus verbis. Okay. High influx of motive force from the sector throne has been detected. Violations include blah blah blah. Let's have a chat with the good doctor who appears to be doing something slightly untoward. Oh, and for anyone watching, there are Twitch drops going on for this game currently. Probably should have mentioned that before. Look at his little feet. Little tootsies. Glue interface from the function of the galvanic. Okay. You've never a generator in my caliber, rogue trader. So just utterly trivial if one observes the rituals of vivisection. Ooh. Engaged in a study of... The second attempt, the first was starting to put the whetted my thirst for them. Certainly correct in assisting death as an unnatural and inevitable cessation of life. Well, I mean, he died. You've given me food for thought. Gross. He's got blood all over my biolith, whatever the hell it's called. Now, I want to check. Was that... Yes. One grow anti-grav charge for each cell they move. Which I imagine will only affect the dear doctor himself. Well, now we know what Argenta looks like out of her armor. If anyone wanted to know, now you know. Apparently everyone in Warhammer 40k wears trunks. thing. Oh, it's auto-saved. Okay, good. Makes me somewhat glad that the people in 40k aren't wearing, say, briefs. How are you doing? Have you done it yet? Point of interest, Jungle World, yes. I basically got to wait until they finish the construction, I think. Well, I can always go find the Eldari cache. And they're arguing. Of course the tech priests are arguing. Blooming toaster bangers. I bear witness against generator extremist Erigan Furbus. His conduct negatively impacts the productivity of the holy rites of the Serbid maintenance and distorts the visit. However, no, my team is fundamentally mistaken his interpretation. I have followed the quest for knowledge, serving the machine god. Productive integration of it into living flesh of the host is the cornerstone of my endeavors. The frenzied servitors, given his rank and presumed the risk of disruption to the sacred rites was deemed minimal. However, the genital? Yeah, genital, right? Yeah, they don't like invention. The machine still arrogant, though, as his colleague, you are overly accustomed to relying on the cold orderliness of the Ferrum Sanctum, and you perceive organic matter as something mutable and unreliable. Okay, less working shorter maintenance times will be required, and the labors of the technomats will be more optimized. They don't like talking. Which is not understood. Pascal glares malevolently while Ergen opens his mouth to object. It's a 5% chance, but we'll give it a go. I made Pascal mad, and Pascal's still best boy, but I find the tech priest's inability to ever innovate is more of a hindrance than anything. I get it. They're scared of AI because of the Men of I and etc., etc. Theoretically, we don't actually know. No one's really talked about it very much. It's one of those bits of lore that's kind of left to its own devices. Ah. Okay, what can we build? Hallowed Railway. Cemetery of the Faithful. Okay. So lucky the planet boasts experts who specialize in both controlling and destroying life. Hmm. Complacency down. I need more stuff before I do that. Doggonus. I lose profit factor for that. I don't have the people for a lot of this. I am very low on people. Which is why I need to be Scriptorum schools, because it gives me more people. That involves going to Dargonus. Which will give me my time to get that thing built. So I can't complain. But I can't get annoyed. Alright, let's see what they're bitching about now. Scourge is a horrifying landing party on the colony. If I make a militia, people will die. Looks like we got to kick the ass of some Space Marines. Or not, there's nobody here. I guess they got over it. Wow. That's irksome. Nobody ever stays dead. Well. Let's have a chat with the navigators while we wait. Everybody's very purple. I'm constantly concerned that I'm going to get a crash, and it's freaking me out a little bit. Okay. That's a lot of you. Immense satisfaction and our gratitude and a warm welcome. It pleases us to know there's still... Yeah, well, you guys are cool. You gave us Frogwife, and everyone loves Frogwife. Your connection to the Atlas has grown strong. Underpinned to transfer... Okay.
Don't just stand there. Help the rogue trader defend the child and the palace.
Down with Tisiphone's tyranny! Kill the god!
Who gave these guys bolt guns?
Moving out!
It's cute that they think they're going to be a threat, though.
Follow my lead.
I don't really use Idra for that very reason.
Onward!
You guys have irked me.
Not a problem for me.
I'm irked.
All too easy.
I can only hit one of them. to hit more than one of them. That works. See how happy it makes her? Why wouldn't you want her to be happy? That made me less happy, Argenta.
Follow my lead.
Again with the stun grenades.
Strengthens me. Die!
Unfortunately for them, they left Cabela. And while she might have struggled against the plant,
Follow my lead.
Break their morale. To the heretics. Weapon at the ready.
why don't my guards have bolt guns?
Follow my lead. Glory of the Imperium.
I must not falter. Weather the storm.
I forgot my attacks now grant poison when I shoot people.
Follow my lead.
Alright. Let's see, what can Idra do? Well, first things first.
Nothing I can't do.
It's not like I can miss. The joy of the bolt gun charm.
Suits my purposes.
Goodbye. And now everyone I shoot makes toxic. It's gonna be there. Now in concept, she should dodge. And she did. Can't complain.
I'll do what it takes.
I find it hilarious they've given navigators chainswords.
Vigilant. Follow my lead. My faith strengthens me. Death to the heretics.
Can I reach there? No. But in concept, I can use her jump maneuver to get there. Which kills two of my own guys.
I'd rather not.
Didn't quite realize it exploded on impact. Good to know. What evil guy is left?
Break their morale.
Moving out. On it. I can handle this.
Battlefields are always
So good to remember,
dark and
the jump
scarlet.
thing makes her explode. Good, but I've got to be careful. Purposely, you are harboring a monster that I cunningly pretended to be an innocent maid. Spare me. I, Alina Heteria, will swear to the whole truth. Okay. And then sneaking to the road Chalice Palace. Centuries-old tradition of our so great house. And our most sacred relics, a curse that must be destroyed. The House of Arcelia, she was a darling Novator. To accessible fleeing the house to a newborn child, we cannot surrender the throne to the tyrant's creature. He saved our strength and dealt the first blow 5 years when Era's bone, striking the estates of Urtuvi. In the present, I feel covered. I, as future Novatar, I want to bleach them, purify them, and let them go. Heed me. I'm the one who. I'll start killing those who have displeased you as. And we will respond one more thing. Protect the child like the apple of your eye. Well, what a fun court case. Best kind of court case. Bullets flying, explosions, psychic fire. Although I do miss that nobody was wearing a wig. Although I guess I am. Alright, hopefully that should have left enough time for that to pass. In theory. Theory being the operative word here. Last chance of Cyrene is find the Eldari cache, which I'm not going to do just yet. I will save that for another time. Right, has enough time passed? The answer is yes. $55, huh? But flammable. Characters. Ooh. Hmm. I do like having more health. That's a point. Are there any more contracts, or have I done them? I don't have enough weapons for that. I may be able to have enough weapons for that. I just need to add stuff to the cargo that I don't use. I don't want to add to favorites. I want to add to the cargo. Six to 9. How does that compare to hers? It's worse. Got an abundance of bolt pistols I never use either. It's a point of interest, but I'm just waiting now until the whole point comes up. Well, we shall have to figure it out next time. Because it's getting a bit late. And it is a Thursday. I will try and do this either probably Sunday. I've got a bit more free time and I can do a special long one from like 5 o'clock or something just to get to the end of it and figure out what I need to do. But now we wait. Thank you to everyone who came down. I hope you had a good time. I will see you on the Flippity Flop side. We will be back on Friday, which is tomorrow. But I don't know what for yet. I will have to figure it out. Until then, have a good Thursday. Don't do anything too crazy. And I'll see you on the flip side. Ciao.